Let's talk about using troublesome words, so we have to be careful at using them. A lot. Okay, first of all, a lot. Beside being overused when a more specific powerful word should be needed, we often see this word being misspelled a lot as a lot. A lot, like one word stick together like that. However, this phrase only need to be expressed as two words, a and lot. For example, I have a lot of housework today. You can remember to use these two words by thinking a lot is a lot of words. It's like more than one word. At least two words like that. Okay. Ain't. This is a slang word, which means that it is a made-up word, an informal word. The only time that we can use this word is if we are writing dialogue. I mean, when we speak, we can just like speaking normally. It's just like the speaking language every day. But when we are in a writing dialogue and the characters in a story from places where this kind of slang occurs, like in front of your best friend, your friends, your sibling, people like that, you can use it. Otherwise, it should always be replaced with some more formal synonyms like am not, is not, or are not in our writing dialogue. A bad example of this would be I ain't going to finish my homework. Okay. To fix this quick and easy error is to replace ain't with its more formal version am not. Instead of writing I ain't going to finish my homework, we write I am not going to finish my homework. That's cool. Okay. The word lay should be used when we can replace it. Okay, now let's move on to word that in between the two words comparing to each other. Lay versus lie. Okay. The word lay should be used when we can replace it with the word places. And also, lay we can use it for both people and thing. Lie, on the other hand, is a synonym for recline, and it usually refers more to the action of person than a thing. We usually like the action of person, use it to describe, use it in a person more than in a thing, or at least only use it in a person. For example, I lay out my clothes for school on the bed the night before. Okay, in this sentences, we're placing the school clothes out on the bed, and if we read it with the word reclined, it wouldn't make so much sense. But the word I lie down on our couch whenever I want to take a nap because I sleep better than in my bed. Okay, in this second sentence, however, we're referring to the action of a person reclining on the couch. So lie is an appropriate word to use. You can actually replace it with the synonyms to see if it works. You know, making if it sounds ridiculous, then it wouldn't work. Okay. Another two word we have to be careful is set and sit. This is very similar to lay and lie. We use set when we are trying to express the fact that we have to place an object somewhere. But when we use sit, we want to express that we are going to put ourselves into like a seated position on something. For example, she set her keys on the counter while she fixed herself a sandwich from the fridge. Okay, one more thing. Set are kind of like using it to place an object somewhere. Use it as in an object. But set we use to express ourselves, to express people better. For example, here, she set her keys on the counter while she fixed herself a sandwich from the fridge. Okay, in these sentences, the author is referring to an object, which is the keys that are being placed on the counter. But in the second sentences, she sat down on the counter while she listened to her mother talk about her day. The author here herself is sitting on the counter, so he or she is so she uses. So the author here, he or she here, are used the past tense of sat. to like express that she's seeing herself, expressing an action. Okay, last of all, can versus may. Okay. A lot of people, I mean, even I still mistake between a can and may. Okay, the word can imply that we have the ability to do something. So it is kind of like a statement of how capable we are of accomplishing a certain task. But may is a word we use when we are asking for permission. So like may, we can do it, but we're just asking for permission to it. But can is implied to that the ability that we can do it or not. So if there are two examples, can I go to the bathroom and may I go to the bathroom? Okay, the can I go to the bathroom is kind of like a classic version of a teacher joke. The first speaker is like assessing to his or her ability to go to the bathroom. He or she either is or is not capable of going to the bathroom. Okay, if you ask, can I go to the bathroom? I mean, it's still asking if we can go to the bathroom. But the thing is, like, we're asking if we have the ability to go to the bathroom. So if we can, then you must have some problem. But in the second example, may I go to the bathroom here? Which is what most people mean when they ask this question. He or she is asking for permission to go to the bathroom. So basically, they can go to the bathroom. But the thing is, they're asking for permission to go to the bathroom. Okay, so remember all these troublesome where we don't want to like mistaken in our writing or our speaking, because it will be super embarrassing. Or worse, people can mistake us for misunderstood us and cause some argument. Okay, thank you for coming. Oh yeah, and let's practice. Which sentences uses a lot correctly? Okay, remember, a lot here are like using more, and we know that like it is not being pushed together. It is like separate each other. It is two words, not one. So let's see. The first one, okay, they're together, only one word, so no. But the second here are separate, so this kind of do it. Third are together, only one word. The second choice it is. Which sentences use lie correctly? Okay, remember, lie here is not like lying, but lie here are like used to like express our action that we're lying down. I lie my glass. Okay, my glass is a noun, a thing. However, my glass is not like a person, so we can't describe the action of lying it down. Okay, I lie down on the floor. Okay, this is expressing my action, so it is. Don't lie, the vase there. Okay, don't lie. The vase is also a noun, not a person, and it doesn't do any action, so we cannot describe it as lie. So the second choice is correct. Okay, thank you for coming, and have a great day.